If there's one yoga pose that offers the most complete combination of strength, flexibility, circulation, and nervous system support, it may be the downward dog. In this practice, we'll explore why this foundational pose is so powerful and how to use it safely and effectively. Let's begin. If I had to choose just one yoga pose for overall strength, mobility, circulation, nervous system support, and flexibility, it would be downward dog. Downward dog is often called a resting pose in yoga, but it's actually a powerful full body posture that stretches the spine, opens the chest and shoulders, strengthens the upper body, and helps calm the nervous system. Because it's a mild inversion, it's also encouraging circulation toward the brain and can leave you feeling more awake, refreshed, and balanced afterwards. In this practice, I'll show you how to work with downward dog safely and effectively, and I'll also demonstrate a variation I call three-legged down dog around the clock to build additional strength, balance, and coordination. Let's begin. Welcome, I'm Andrea, and I'll be your guide. So if there's just one yoga pose that you should do every day, in my opinion, it's downward dog. I'll explain to you as we go along how to get into downward dog and out of downward dog, and I'm also going to demonstrate the three-legged dog, what I call around the clock. So one of the things we love about downward dog is it gives you almost a full body stretch, relaxation. It energizes the brain, and it also stimulates the vagus nerve, which is really important to our nervous system. So come on up to the top of your mat, and I'll show you how we get in and out of downward dog and the three-legged dog around the clock. So as you're standing in mountain pose at the top of your mat, you're going to take a nice big inhale. Once again, we're going to take those inhales deeply into the belly. And exhaling fully and completely as the navel comes back down towards the spine. Good. Take another big inhale. And a full, complete exhale. I'm going to prompt you when to inhale and exhale as we get in and out of the downward dog and as we do the three-legged dog as well. So go ahead on your next inhale. Take your arms right on up overhead. Take your breath deeply down into the belly as you take the arms up overhead and stretch right on up at the top. Good. And on the exhale now, just start to bend your knees, start to swan dive down towards the mat and land your hands directly below your shoulders. You can step back with the left foot and step back with the right foot. Exhale it out, and as you're exhaling, come on into downward dog. So your heels may or may not land on the mat. If they do not land on the mat, that's perfectly fine. You're still getting the same benefit of downward dog even if your heels are off the mat. And as you get more flexible in the calf area and down through the hamstrings, the downward dog will get much easier. Go ahead and take a big inhale. And on the exhales, you just allow the head and neck to bob down towards the mat. And just allow your head and neck to go soft. And take those nice big and deep inhalations. And exhale. So let me just explain. You go ahead and hang out here and take those nice deep inhales and exhales. And just to let you know that your vagus nerve starts at the base of the spine, runs up parallel to the spine on both sides, comes up your neck, wraps around your ear. So it's a big nerve that connects a lot of functions within the body, such as blood pressure, heart rate, digestion, your nervous system. Take a big inhale.
and a full, complete exhale. And exhaling to sink it down. So it's really important that we keep that vagus nerve toned, and the downward dog is probably the best way to do that. Good. Now, when you're coming out of downward dog, inhale, look up at the top of your mat. Exhale, start to walk toward the top of your mat. You can take a hop, skip, or a jump if you like to as well. Good. Take your feet up into between your hands. And then what I like to do is do a half lift. So you're just going to take your hands, place them below your knees, and straighten your arms, straighten your legs. Bring your head up a little bit above the heart. So what this allows us to do is drain the blood back into the body from the head without standing up too quickly so that we get lightheaded. So I like to drain the blood back into the body, and then before we start to stand up. So go ahead and take another big inhale here in half lift. And now as you exhale, just hinge forward from the hips. We're just going to do a little tap down on a forward bend. And then inhale, come on back up to standing. Take your time. And roll the shoulders out. Come on back to mountain pose, and having your hands facing forward, take a big inhale. And a full, complete exhale. Nice. Good. Now for the around the clock option, go ahead and once again inhale, take your arms right on up overhead. Take that breath deeply down into the belly, stretch it on up at the top. Exhaling to bend the knees, swan dive down towards the mat, land your hands directly below the shoulders, and then once again stepping back with the right and the left legs, or the left and the right leg, whichever way you like to do that. Come on into downward dog. Land in downward dog and take another big inhale. And a full, complete exhale. Now with three-legged dog, we want to make sure we've got really good grip. We're going to start with the right hand. So make sure your left hand has got good placement on the mat. Take a big inhale. On the exhale, take your right hand and just swing it behind you and place it below the knee on your left leg. So it's going to be a slight twist on this three-legged down dog. Big inhale and a full, complete exhale. Good. And on your inhale, go ahead and take your right hand back to the mat. Exhale it out. Landing back into downward dog. Beautiful. Inhale now. Take the right leg and take it right on up and over behind you. Lifting it high up into the sky with on a big inhale. That's the way. Exhale now to return to the mat. Take the right leg back to the mat. Good. Land your right leg on the mat. Get good firm grip. We're going to take the left leg up now. So this is the round the clock part. Go ahead and inhale the left leg right on up and behind you. Feel a nice stretch in the right leg and the back of the right leg, and exhale as you bring the left leg back down towards the mat. Good. Take a big inhale and a full, complete exhale. And now on your next inhale, take your left hand and take it to the below the right knee on the calf, top part of the calf. So it's downward dog, three-legged with a little bit of a twist. Exhale it out. Good. Inhale now to come out of the three-legged dog, placing the left hand back on the mat. Exhaling to soften and allow the head and neck to release. Beautiful. Take another deep inhale and exhale. And on your next inhale, go ahead and look up at the top of your mat. Go ahead and on the exhale now take a hop, skip, or a jump, come on up to the top of the mat and take a half lift once again. So place those hands directly below the knees, straightening the arms, straightening the legs, coming into a little L shape as we look down at the floor. And once again, pick your head up a little bit so that the blood drains back into the body. Big inhale, and on your next exhale, just hinging forward. You can go ahead and bend your knees if you need to do a little bit of a knee bend on a tap down into a little forward bend. And inhale, come on back up to standing. Nice and slow. If you need to bend your knees as you come back up to standing, you may certainly do that. Roll your shoulders out. Land with your palms facing forward. Big exhale. Another nice inhale. And a full, complete exhale.
Sometimes the simplest poses become the most valuable when practiced consistently. If you have any questions, I'd love to hear from you. Thank you for practicing with me.